Jeff Gehring came to San Diego in 2012 after a long career with the VA. San Diego actually has a reputation as one of the best VA systems in the country.
The support I've had here locally among the congressmen, the stakeholders, and the veteran community has just been incredible. That's not the norm nationally. So locally, I think we're thriving in many ways. Nationally, and the VA still has struggling in some respects.
The VA in San Diego didn't struggle as much with the long wait times that led Congress to passing a series of reforms in 2014. Though it's not that the VA kept entirely out of the headlines. When Gehring first arrived from the Midwest, the VA was already planning a new clinic in Old Town dedicated to treating PTSD. San Diego has one of the highest concentrations of Iraq and Afghan vets in the country. It's estimated that 1 in 5 of those vets have issues with PTSD. So creating a clinic that would provide intensive PTSD treatment, it seemed like a natural fit. But in 2012, the school across the street didn't agree. They went to the city council and objected.
But I think what really changed things is we worked with the school. We heard from their parents, we heard from the school their concerns. We developed an MOU that addressed those concerns with sufficient on-site security and managing of the site, who would be allowed, mission criteria.
But he was looking for a way to solve the problem.
Phil Landis runs the private Veterans Village. He said Gehring asked to meet with him about the Aspire Center in his first week after he took the job.
Most of it's communication, and that wasn't being done too well. And so he went to work being a communicator, and it took him a long time. But at the end of the day, look what we have here.
After the city council vote, controversy over Aspire Center faded from the headlines. Other building projects are in the pipeline. Still, Gehring is leaving the San Diego VA after less than 3 years to take a job with the nonprofit Family Health Centers of San Diego. He admits he's frustrated that the VA doesn't adapt very quickly.
We heard today that we're averaging 72 new patients coming here each week for mental health care, new. So we know some people are coming from outside the area to San Diego, actually some coming here because of the VA. And we have a strong reputation in mental health care, but it's taxing our system.
The VA's budget hasn't matched the 10% increase in mental health clients that San Diego has seen in the last year. And building projects like Aspire just take too long. The San Diego VA was able to get 2 expansions in the VA reform law of 2014, including an acute care center in Chula Vista. Over the summer, the current clinic actually lost its lease and narrowly avoided shutting down while the new building made its way through the lengthy approval process.
Family Health Centers of San Diego is thriving and growing very quickly. They're able to set up clinics very quickly to meet the needs of growing San Diegans that are looking for their services. So they're a much more nimble organization.
Is that one of the real frustrations here? Is that one reason why you decided, well, maybe I can just help more people?
So, yeah. I think, if you're passionate, you really care about a population you've been trusted to provide the best care possible to. They have a need. We need the space. We can't get the space quickly. That's on me. That's a frustration, but I don't control everything. Obviously, I have to work with Washington.
I retired in '66,
Uh-huh.
and I come here all the time.
So
they take good care of me.
what makes the hospital? The nurses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Gehring is frank about the shortcomings he's seen at the VA over the years, though he's more reluctant to diagnose the future. The local VA is struggling to hire enough psychiatrists to handle the influx of mental health patients. It's part of a nationwide problem. He says Congress will have to decide whether to shift resources away from the Northeast, which is seeing fewer vets, to places like San Diego, where the vet population is still growing. But after 22 years with the VA, those choices are going to come on someone else's watch. Steve Walsh, KPBS News.